Join us, leave the cheese sour. Join us, come and waste an hour or two. Do journey to a spot exciting, mystic and exotic. Journey through our episodic review. We got magic to do just for you. We got miracle plays to play. We got parts to perform, hearts to warm, kings and things to take by storm as we go along our way. Join us, leave your favorite flower. Join us, leave your cheese sour. Join us, come and waste an hour or two. Journey to a spot exciting, mystic and exotic. Journey through our episodic review. We got magic to do just for you. We got miracle plays to play. We got parts to perform, hearts to warm, keys and things to take by storm as we go along our way. We got magic to do just for you. We got miracle plays to play. We got parts to perform, hearts to warm, kings and things to take by storm as we go along our way. We got magic to do and to play. We got foibles and fables to portray as we go along.
Well, for those of you who did not see the Mrs. America pageant last November, you missed a treat because Kentucky was well represented. Not only did Jill win most photogenic out of all 50 contestants, she was also named to the top 10 and appeared on television, and that was wonderful. So my first question is, tell us about the Mrs. America pageant.
Well, it was an exciting opportunity, and it was a lot of work preparing for that, and that's the first thing I could say to the new Mrs. Kentucky. There's a lot of preparation, but it all pays off when you get to the national pageant. A lot of people who watch the pageant thought it probably all happened in one evening, but we were there for 2.5 weeks rehearsing, going through interviews. Oh, we had some fun with cocktail parties and so forth. It's a lot of work, but it all pays off in the end.
Were the competitions at the national pageant similar to the state ones?
Exactly. The competition is very familiar. It's the same type of program as far as the contestants are judged on beauty of the face, interview, poise and personality, and evening gown and concert.
Now, outside of the actual competition, by the way, you might want to tell us where it was held.
Oh, well, I had to suffer through Hawaii. We stayed at the Western Kauai, and it was difficult. I hate to say that.
Outside of the actual competition, tell us about some of the fun things you got to do.
Well, as I discussed before, there were a lot of fun things. Of course, meeting 50 women, and it's a humbling experience when you meet 50 state winners because everyone has unique characteristics, and they're all winners, so they had to work hard to get there. But there's a lot of fun because you do get close to all the girls in 2.5 weeks, and you get to share some of your secrets, hopefully, and you get to have some fun with cocktail parties, and of course we did a lot of tapings for the program, and of course everyone says, gosh, it looks like you had so much fun. You were playing volleyball, and we were sunbathing. You know, I hate to tell you, but that was all for show.
I know while you were there, especially when you were on the national level, since it was televised, that you met some celebrities. I think your MCs were celebrities, of course, and some of your judges. Tell us who they were.
Well, of course, the MC was Morgan Fairchild, and the judges, Jose Bear, Nina Blanchard, Michael Childers, Chief Berry, just mentioned here.
Right. And well, it seems like I remember Ted Shackelford. Am I
Right.
Okay. From Knots Landing. Right.
I couldn't remember his real name.
That's how we are with TV shows. Well, outside of the Mrs. America pageant that you competed in, what kind of things have you done as Mrs. Kentucky?
Okay. Well, of course, as Mrs. Kentucky, first of all, I got prepared for the national competition. I did work with the DARE program in Lexington and spoke with some grade school children about saying no to drugs. I got more involved in pageantry as far as a coach and a MC and also a judge, but it's a lot of fun. I think I might be on the other side now.
What kind of, if there's some ladies in the audience who would like to compete in this pageant next year, what kind of advice would you give them?
I think the most important thing is to be prepared because preparation is the key to success. And when you're more prepared, you feel more confident, and I think that all shows in the end.
And now I want to know about the real Jill. Outside of being Mrs. Kentucky, what about your career and things like that?
Well, even in my reign as Mrs. Kentucky, I kept up my career with NCR Corporation. I'm an account manager, and I cover like 50 counties in central Kentucky. And my career really helped me in a lot of ways. First of all, a lot of support from customers, and my corporation supported me financially in the national competition. And the customers even supported me like financially and emotionally. So I was very lucky, and I was quite a lucky one to get out to Hawaii and have so much support.
Well, you know, Jill, they say that there's always a good man behind a good woman. And I understand you've had great support from your husband.
Anyone who knows Jerry and myself very well, they would know that Jerry is 150% behind me. I mean, in the Nationals, he would have loved to slip into my body and gone out there and done it for me because he was so nervous for me. And he's been my biggest supporter, and that means so much. And I think any woman who would participate in the Married Women's Pageant, they're so important. Your husbands are your backbone. And by gosh, it's for married women, and husbands are the portion of what we got married for. So I'm glad that he could be involved. And of course, he was also in the national competition as my escort.
So husbands, you might want to withdraw your wife right now because if she wins and it's televised next year, there's a chance you might be on television with her. So if you're too nervous to do that, you might want to withdraw her right now. With Jill down front, we have some very distinguished looking people. These, of course, are the judges, and Jill's going to tell you about them now.
First of all, judges, as I say your name, would you please stand up? First of all, we have Sonia Lee. Sonia is employed at Piedmont Airlines, which is based in Charlotte, North Carolina. After receiving her Bachelor of Arts degree, she became a professional model fashion commentator. She has done print work and in-house modeling for designers' clothing. Sonia is no stranger to beauty pageants, holding a number of titles along with the prestigious Miss 49er at UNCC, a preliminary in the Miss America system. She has film, drama, and professional singing in her background and a lot of extra work. She has a number of radio commercials, and to her credit, she has judged preliminaries in the Miss America system and Miss Carousel pageants. Sonia Lee? James Cooperson. Mr. Cooperson is from Charlotte, North Carolina. He has been a sports information director at Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte. Since 1984, he is presently a sports writer for the Charlotte Post newspaper. He received his BA degree from the University of North Carolina and an MA degree in journalism from UNC in Chapel Hill. He is the director of the Miss UNCC 49ers, one of the largest Miss America preliminaries in North Carolina. He is an accredited Miss America pageant judge. He's on the preferred judges list in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and of course Kentucky, and a number of other states for major recognized pageant systems. Mrs. Donna McFarland. Donna received a degree in advertising and public relations at the University of South Carolina. She graduated from the Bardesson School of Modeling in Trenton, New Jersey. She modeled professionally for a number of years and is a certified image consultant for beauty control cosmetics. She is a model for Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. She's also a modeling instructor at Columbia College with a personal development program at the Pennsylvania State campus. She has been a chairman of telethons and a coordinator for all ethnic festivals. Donna has a number of beauty pageants to her credit, including Miss South SC World, Miss Bikini Wahine at the Sun Festival in South Carolina, and she is presently being certified for a preferred judges list. She is judged in Pennsylvania, Indiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Illinois. We also have Reginald Stevenson. Mr. Stevenson is from Washington, North Carolina. He graduated from the University of North Carolina with a bachelor degree in criminal justice with internship in Charlotte courts. A member of Kappa Alpha Pi, Lieutenant Chief Justice, Order of Romania, past president, and is listed in Who's Who among college students. Reggie is on the preferred judges list at state and local levels. He served as business manager for the winners in one of the largest preliminaries in the Miss America system in North Carolina. He's a popular judge in the Carolinas and other states. Katie Brown Brinkley of Wilmington, North Carolina, has worked for the past several years with the North Carolina Azalea Festival and the North Carolina Spot Festival, including directing both of the pageants. She has served as a business manager and chaperone for various title holders. She also judged numerous festivals, preliminary state pageants, and international pageants. She appears on the accredited chief judges listing for North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. She is the North Carolina delegate to the Miss America pageant in Atlantic City in September. Katie attended the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, majoring in psychology. She is the corporate secretary to EPCO Incorporated, a TV production house making films and TV commercials for such companies as DuPont, General Electric, Playboy Clubs, and Belk, and also owns a Winnebago dealership in Wilmington. She is married to E.C. Brinkley of Wilmington and has 2 sons, Eston III and Adam. Thank you, judges. Could y'all please stand up? Thank you, and I must say, I am so glad I'm not competing, and you sure have a challenge this evening. Now let's join David Harb and our contestants as he shares with us the hardships of being an MC.
Life is a celebration with you on my arm. Walking's a new sensation with you on my arm. Each time I face a morning that's boring and bland. With you it looks good, with you it looks great, with you it looks grand. Somehow you put a permanent star in my eye. Even the dead of winter can feel like July. I found a combination that works like a charm. I'm simply a man who walks on the stars whenever it's you on my arm. Life is a celebration with you on my arm. Walking's a new sensation with you on my arm. Each time I face a morning that's boring and bland, with you it looks good, with you it looks great, with you it looks grand. Somehow you put a permanent star in my eye. Even the dead of winter can feel like July. I found a combination that works like a charm. I'm simply a man who walks on the stars whenever it's you on my arm. On you it looks good. On you it looks great. On you it looks grand. Somehow you put a permanent star in my eye. Even the dead of winter can feel like I found a combination that works like a charm. It's suddenly, whenever it's you, whenever it's you, whenever it's you on. Whenever it's you on, whenever it's you on my arm.
See what they make me do. We've got next year's MC out there in our audience. Well, now we're going to meet our contestants on their first on-stage competition, which is swimsuit.
Ladies and gentlemen, our contestants in swimsuit competition.